To deny my bisexuality. I don't know. I feel like a Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
Slicing. No, I just poked him in the armpit really hard. It was bad. Sorry, Ben. Is that on? Hi. Sorry. Now half my family knows. Wait, quick. We're already on? This is what they don't tell me. Hello, Austin Newssiders, and hello, Facebook. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up.
I was going to get another drink. I didn't.
I know, right? Can we?
You'll give me. Okay, cool.
Oh, ooh, what do you want?
What do they got? Cider? I'll take the hopped. The hopped is very good.
Yes, we are here at Austin Eastsiders. Oh, I'm good, baby. Thank you. It's hiding behind the giant fist. We are here at Austin Eastsiders. Thank you so much for coming out. Give it up to Austin Eastsiders for having us. We love you so much. Whoop, whoop. This is my lovely co-host, Zach Brooks, everybody.
Hi, how are you doing?
If you aren't here, Facebook, you just missed some cute stand-up. It was great. You're a good set. That was a good one.
Thank you.
He just got back from a little tour. He has... that's why he looks like this.
Yeah, I've been drunk for about a week now.
It's okay. Some of us don't need
fun.
excuses. It's just a thing. We have a super special guest tonight, but before we get to that, I'd like to, one, obviously thank Eastsiders for having us. Two, tell us what we're about. We are comedians interviewing musicians. We are a weekly podcast that streams live to Facebook. We interview musicians. Ooh, Phantom beer. Thank you. We interview musicians every week with myself and a random comedian. This season is Zach Brooks. He's fantastic. He just started last week. You can watch the Ray Prim.
Stop it.
It was good. Last week was good.
It was really good.
You can watch it on Facebook. It's up.
Ray is hilarious.
Yeah, he was hilarious. It was a good time. And I got to sit on this crazy throne, so if you can watch it for anything, you can watch me sitting at least 2 feet above Zach the whole time.
Looking down at me the entire time.
If I had the leg strength, I would do this the whole time, but I'm quivering just doing it for 2 seconds. Would you like to introduce our guest tonight?
Oh, yes, guys. Please get up for Buenos Diaz, everybody.
Woo, woo, woo!
Violins and cellos from whimsical clouds that circle her head for miles. Look out the window, San Fran Symphony rings in her head, playing notes that she wants to hear again. San Fran Symphony rings in her head, playing notes that she wants to hear again. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tubas and trumpets, they blow at night and swallow the city whole. Look out the window, yeah, 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 yeah. San Fran Symphony rings in her head, playing notes that she wants to hear again. San Fran Symphony rings in her head, playing notes that she wants to hear again.
All right, Austin Newssiders, keep it going for Buenos Diaz. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi.
Can we call you Nick?
Sure.
Is that a thing? Well, that's his name. It's not like we made it up. I wish it was. Can we call you Peter?
You can call me whatever you want tonight.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
Ooh. And now I'm sweaty. Okay. You just released your 4th studio album,
I did.
right? And I was reading on your website that when you first started making music, you were like writing in your room.
Yeah.
And now you're
this past record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like what was the switch up? Where like when did you start? When did you take it from house like in-house studio sessions to real studio sessions?
It never really went to real studio sessions.
Amen. Never leave your house, I say.
Actually, I'm always writing, so I don't technically remember where I wrote it, but I started recording it at my house, and they were just demos. Was the original thought behind it, but then they just sounded so good and so relaxed, and it's just like you do anything at home, everything's gonna be a lot more chill. So I just made a game time call to not go spend a bunch of money at a fancy studio because it already sounded good, and it worked out. And it's funny, I always find that record funny because it seems to be getting more attention than any record where I spent thousands of dollars making. So
Right.
why am I
There's
going to go
more
spend
pizza budget money.
$1,000? I can just do it for real cheap. Oh my God, don't kick Austin.
I just kicked Austin in the head. I'm so sorry.
It can take it.
Why are you
It's all
putting
right.
things around my feet? You know I gesticulate. I can't stop moving. Also, they hid the creepy little baby doll behind it like I'm supposed to feel bad for kicking her head.
Are
Sorry
you still
about that.
sweaty?
Well, I'm always sweaty. It's Texas.
Okay.
It's
Yep.
supposedly October. Lies. Liza Minnelli.
I'm
so-
sweaty too, though. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
well,
I've
you're
been-
wearing a jacket. You
Yeah.
guys committed. What the hell? I'm wearing a tank top.
I've been sweaty since like June.
Yeah,
It
I'd be sweaty
started
even
in
if I didn't have
June,
this jacket
yeah.
on. You want me to take it off and still be sweaty?
See, when did this turn? Like, I feel like I'm just gonna be
Why
the sweaty
are you
one.
sweat shaming us?
Yeah, don't sweat shame. Okay, fine. I'm not sweat shaming anybody. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm sweat shaming?
I don't know what we're doing anymore. What happened?
Look,
Where
I'm
are we?
ashamed of my sweat, so
I'm not ashamed of your sweat either.
It's fair. I'm just gonna own it because most of Facebook can't see it. If they can, I apologize.
You look fabulous.
Speaking of Facebook, you can ask us questions at any time. Also, the house, if you'd like to ask us questions, shoot your hand up. We're all adults. We can do this. Even if we have a woo girl. I see you, Ted. I see you in the back. Give me a woo. Woo! Give me another one. Thanks. There we go. That was what I wanted.
There it is.
So feel free to ask questions. You said you were always writing. Do you like carry like a notebook? Or are you a like iPhone notes person?
Yeah, iPhone notes.
Yeah.
iPhone notes.
It used to be notebooks, but what's the point these days?
I can't find one that's like small enough to actually carry in my person.
right. Yeah. I'm
And
the
then
same
you're
way.
that weird guy with like the tiniest notebook ever.
I would like that.
Yeah, like the ones you can get.
Yeah.
God, there were like keychains, like Lisa Frank books that they
Yeah.
were so small you couldn't. I have man hands, so I couldn't like theoretically. No. If you're always writing, like, what is your process? Do you start with lyrics or music?
It always used to start with guitar. I've been playing guitar for like 25 years.
Wow.
But that switched, I don't know, in the past 5 to 10 years. And there is kind of no rules now. I write on guitar, I write lyrics first, I write on bass lines, I write with drum machines, kind of do whatever I have available at the moment. So right now I'm working on a blues record. And
Nice.
I think a lot of that started actually just both. Like I started just playing something and then just used to kind of like mumble words and then they come out.
And they just happen.
Yeah.
I'm always like, so I admire that. Like, I feel like it's not like that in comedy. Like, there's not a
No.
whole lot of like savant comedians who are just like punchline. Like, that's not a thing.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I have no idea
Yeah.
how to even start writing a joke.
Yeah.
Do you write jokes or do they just happen?
Oh, I steal them all. So, no. No, yeah. Every once in a while, there's like a punchline that you write first, and you have to find a way to get there. But for the most part, it starts with the setup. and
All right,
then you
don't tell
find-
anyone. None of these songs are mine. I stole them all too.
They're all
Okay.
stolen.
Yeah.
Everything is stolen.
If you go look
YouTube-
on YouTube, you'll find someone else singing them.
Yeah.
See, YouTube's going to take us. They're going to shut this whole
Yeah.
shit show down. It's going to
Yep,
be bad.
we're done.
Damn it. Okay, so you've traveled all over the United States with your music. But you were born, you're from Houston, right?
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
came,
okay.
you went all the way around like Nola to
Yeah.
Chicago and New York City and all that. Yeah. And like LA and San Francisco. Like, how did you get yourself back to Texas and why Austin?
Well, Austin won because I always, growing up in Texas and playing rock and roll, you always kind of, Austin rules.
It's the goal, right?
Yeah, it's just like, it's like the oasis, So I knew I would end up here at some point just because of all the beautiful music that's always come out of Austin since forever. And but so I did New Orleans, and I was there for about 7 years. Then I did 6 years in New York, and then I did 1 year in San Francisco, but a lot of traveling and musical tours in between. And then I didn't really, funny enough, I didn't click with San Francisco when I was there. I love going now, and I know my way around, which is great. But I kind of would move there maybe later in life now, but at that time it just didn't feel right. So I came back here, and I love Houston, and it's my home, and it's kind of like anyone else's home. You always love it, but it's not really the place for me to live, I would say, and have a life there. So Austin was kind of the only place to make sense.
Yep.
Is there anything about either like any of the cities you've lived in that you wish Austin had?
I pretty much can honestly say, and I think most people would agree, that New Orleans is definitely weirder.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wish that weird element was around me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
not
like
that
that.
Austin isn't weird. It is a quirky, cool little place, but New Orleans kind of takes the cake on that one.
You
Yeah.
should be more haunted.
Austin, yeah, is way less weird than New Orleans.
I want more ghosts. More ghosts in Austin.
There's actually this. I was
Yeah.
talking to someone last week. I can't remember who they were, but that doesn't matter. He was telling me a story about his friend, and his friend lived here, and then was just like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Austin's not weird. So he moved to New Orleans, and he does like the haunted tours,
Yep.
and like he does all the weird, quirky things in the French Quarter. And I was like,
Yes.
that guy's weird. He's right. Austin's not weird enough for him.
Yeah,
so.
if I could just
weirdo.
retire and be
Yeah.
a witch in New
Yeah,
Orleans, I would do
basically.
that. If it were an actual profession, which I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna like target that
You
market.
should just like run for mayor on the platform of more ghosts.
Yeah,
Let's
more
bring-
ghosts. I'm
bring
here to
the
make
ghosts
this place
back.
witchier. No, keep Austin haunted.
I'm pretty sure that guy probably is dressed up like a pirate 24/7.
Oh yeah.
But see,
Just hammered.
people hate on the
hammered.
pirate guy, but yeah, he lives. That's a
Yeah,
lifestyle.
he's great.
That's like
Being hammered is a lifestyle. That's correct.
yeah. Actually, we meant to talk. This is actually your
I'll
intervention.
probably go there tonight, hammered.
Yeah,
Yep.
in a pirate costume.
In a pirate costume.
And can you imagine him on Halloween? He's like, my people. You're just like the normalest guy in the room.
He's right.
Yeah.
He's like, this is how I dress every day, guys.
Yeah.
Which city had the best food?
Well, I mean, I'm a sucker for Tex-Mex just because
Right. Fair.
I am Tex-Mex. So
I was gonna say, yeah. You're like, what's the Texican? I had never heard. I'm from Kansas, so I'd never heard a lot of Texas terms, but
Sure.
Texican. I don't know. The first time I heard it, I was like, that's like the cutest. Like it feels to me like a Coronita, and it was like Coronita,
Yeah.
Texican
Yeah.
style. Like I don't know why.
there's
like,
a restaurant somewhere I heard around here called the Texican. I haven't found it yet, but I've heard about it. I
Where
need to
does
go
that-
find it.
That's genius. I don't know why.
You
I'm
want
like,
to stop the show right now and go eat?
Guys,
Yeah.
we're done. We're
Let's
gonna
go
go
going
eat
to get
some food.
tamales.
Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah.
Meet us there.
Would you like to sing another song, Nick?
Sure.
All right. Austin East Centers, give it up for Buenos Diaz.
Thank you. Look at the stories in the papers. They're writing about a bunch of cowboys. But it's not 1888, no, we're living in a modern day. What could they be thinking about while they're pulling the trigger pound? It's not like they're fighting for their lives at an old western showdown. They're fighting against unarmed men. Can you tell me what's the honor in that? I don't know. It makes it hard to feel safe at home. Look at tomorrow when the sun's gone down and they're writing about kings and queens sitting in the fancy thrones, talking about stealing gold from the world. What could they be thinking about while the people grow hungry and cold? It's not like they feel the pain the poor suffer all from war. They Just have to kick back and watch from afar as the world tears itself apart. I don't know, it makes it hard to feel safe at home. Look at tonight, the stars are shining real, real bright. I got these freedoms, they call me American, but to some, I'm just a Mexican. What could they be thinking about? Can't they see we're all in it together? It's not that hard to put philosophy aside and realize we're all just specks in time. No one's got the right to shorten your time, especially when they're the ones out of line. I don't know, it makes it hard to feel safe at home. I said I don't know, it makes it hard to feel safe at home.
All right, thank you, Austin Eastsiders. I wanted to ask you, I don't know how I missed this one, but I wanted the first question to ask you to be like, what the hell is an alligator cowboy? But I feel like that song was a good intro to that.
I think that was a good, yeah, that was a good here it is.
You did it for me. You did
cool.
the
right on.
Explain to
You're
us.
welcome.
Thank you. I mean, it just makes the job so easy.
Yeah.
What is an alligator cowboy? I need to know.
So, it's not actually anything particularly,
thing.
really, but so when I was living here already, my friends from New York City, they have this incredible New Orleans style brass band, but they live in Brooklyn, so it's got a lot of hip hop kind of New York vibe behind it, and it's not just New Orleans. It's very cool. And so they went to New Orleans and performed some night shows during Jazz Fest.
Yeah.
And I went to work with them and work with some other folks that I know. And so we were playing, and at this time, this art market had opened up on Frenchman Street, which is a big music district in New Orleans for anyone that doesn't know. And the art exhibit that was being shown was actually the premiere of a photo gallery or photo shoot, photo collection by this guy, Michael Weintraub. And he's known in the music world as this guy that did this exhibit of music heads. So it's basically like all these famous people, and they have their guitars like in front of their faces and stuff, or a keyboard or whatever, you know, all kinds of stuff. And so we played this event, and then the event, you know, went off, you know, like a charm, and he gave us the entire series with like these printouts because we helped him sell a lot of art. But so I have all these pictures of Instrument Head on my walls, and they're wild. Like, check it out if you could look it up. It's Instrument Head is the exhibit online, and Michael Weintraub is the photographer. And so I was writing a song. I'll even play it next for you so you know.
Bam.
And that was just a lyrical description that came out of the kind of rock and roll that I kind of envisioned in my head, living in all these places, being from Houston and moving to New Orleans, so kind of being around the bayou and the Gulf Coasts, but then incorporating other elements of rock and roll in New York City and Austin, Texas into it. So that's what it is.
Badass.
Yeah.
I
that's
like
awesome.
that.
It's kind of like a stream of consciousness thing. Kind of
Yeah,
like
I was being dumb, and he's like
your
it's
memoirs.
About art.
It's one sentence.
Yeah. I was gonna be like, oh, an alligator wearing a cowboy hat? That would be awesome.
That
But
would be. No, I kind of. Yeah. No, I'm pissed off at myself for not even seeing.
Yeah,
But by the
you
way,
should. Should be.
my friend who's sitting in the back, the woo girl, Ted. There we go. He would like everybody to know that Texican Cafe has 99-cent tacos on
What?
Mondays.
What? We
Shut it
just
down, guys. We're
missed
going
it.
right now.
So whatever y'all are doing next Monday, we're going to Texican Cafe for 99-cent tacos. We're down for that sponsorship if you are. Wink, Texican. Speaking of Facebook, if you still want to ask questions, type away. I can't just be having Ted text me from the back of the house. Ooh, do we have a message? This is the... I feel like there was a serious atmosphere change. Is there a plane flying over? What's happening? Trains. Here we go. From Brenda, what's your favorite Nola food dish? That's a good question.
I love shrimp etouffee.
Ooh, a classique.
Yeah.
Trying to be
that's a good one.
fancy.
I also love crawfish bread. Is a good
Crawfish
one.
bread?
What's
Yeah, it's like
crawfish
this
bread?
kind of like pastry, almost like an empanada, but it's stuffed with like cheese and crawfish and all the goodness. Usually, I only ever really found it during Mardi Gras. I'm sure it's around it in the city.
It doesn't
other
have a
parts of
baby in it or anything?
No.
It's not now. What if that was the trick? It'd be like, this is the seasonal. It's really, really delicious.
Yeah.
But you,
I sorry, I was a little slow on that pickup. The
Yeah,
baby,
yeah,
I
the-
got it. Okay.
he was like, no, there's not a fucking baby
Why
in
would there
it.
be a baby
What's
in
wrong with
crawfish?
you? He sees this and he's
Yeah.
like, they're clearly abusive. I know you know Larissa at New Standard Manufacturing.
I do.
If you could have Larissa make you any sort of dream merchandise, what would it be? Like if you could tell Larissa, be like, I know you want to say no to this, but can we make these?
That's funny. I do that all the time. I'm like, can we make these T-shirts? And she kind of just shuts me down.
Well, no, don't even stop yourself at T-shirts. Like,
Oh, anything?
yeah.
Wow. Well, so I don't care if I give this away because if someone does it, that's pretty awesome. But I have one of those weird art, whatever, I don't know what you call it. Like, if I were to have like be part of a huge festival or play like a big
Right.
show, I would really want to have like those baby things they put babies in, like they'd like the bouncy thing.
Yeah,
and
the
it has
bouncy
the table
castles?
around it.
Yeah.
But I
Oh.
want them adult size and I want them really giant.
Wait,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait,
And
it's
somehow
I
if
know
we
what
can
you're talking-
merchandise that would be pretty incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit.
We have merch. It's those baby things, but for adults.
For adults.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 You put that in your living room. You're bouncing around.
Yeah, exactly.
you want to
Yeah.
have a house show? Try it with these.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's genius because when they deflate, they can just be some sort of like really messed up flag with your name on it.
Sounds great.
Like amorphous.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's good shit. Shout out to New Standard Manufacturing. They make
glad-
very soft T-shirts.
They do. Yeah.
They do.
The softest
They
T-shirts.
make the softest T-shirts.
Which is important. You can't
Yeah.
have scratchy T-shirts in this damn
No.
weather.
in
Not
this
at all.
heat? No.
I've joked with some comics about making a shirt because comics always do this thing where they go on stage and then they stand by the door and try to get compliments from people as they leave.
Oh, right.
So we
It's like a
always thought
funeral
it'd be funny to
reception.
have a shirt that says "I was just on stage"
Oh, no.
and just bust it out. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Nothing? Okay, all right."
Oh, no. It'll
Yeah.
still be like, the back's
Well-
going to be like, I still haven't washed it since the last time I was on
Yep.
stage. Poor babies. It's fine. Maybe we'll just get a hat. Like, you get like a designated, it's like a dunce cap, but it was like, it's a validate me cap.
Yeah, yeah.
Validate me on the way out. Shake my hand like it's church and then tell me I'm funny.
Just lie to me if you need to.
That's
you
what it
know?
should say. Just lie to me. Just lie to me. Have you had any like weird fan interactions after a show? No one coming up to me like, I made this shirt with your face on it.
No,
It says
I
lie to me.
haven't had any really creepy ones yet.
Yet. Not really creepy ones, not slightly creepy ones.
No. I wish I
Oh,
had.
you
I wish
sound
I had.
so disappointed that people
Yeah, I'm
aren't
kind of
creepy.
disappointed. I've been doing
Yeah.
this so long. I wish I had a creepier story.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Well, he did just like
I mean, I have
adorn
some-
his microphone with a weapon. I think he's starting to fear us. They're not real, just so.
Oh, are they not?
Facebook.
Are they
No, I
not?
kind of wish they were. It would be really interesting. At least this unicorn hand puppet should be real.
I'm just gonna keep doctoring up my mic stand as we go along.
Yeah, just every time we look away, like add something back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that. Do you have pre-show rituals or like something you need to have done before you do a show?
I mean, ideally, I would do some yoga and drink coffee every time I do that, but I don't do that, so no.
Ideally.
In my head, that's where I want to get one day. I'm just not
What
there
takes
yet.
over and what are you doing instead of yoga and coffee?
I'm probably rushing to the gig.
There we go. Running. Are you like an oversleeper or a bad time manager?
I've actually gotten pretty good at being on time. So, but I still get like anxious in my own brain that I'm going to be late, even though I'm like
Right.
2 hours early.
No kidding. I feel like I'm either like disgustingly early or I'm like
Yeah.
15 minutes late, and
Yeah.
that it might as well in my head be 4.5
Because
hours.
imagine, so if I'm 2 hours early and I get stressed out of my brain, imagine what
Yeah.
it's like when I'm like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
to
no, I
downbeat.
feel you. Yes,
Oh,
it's
God.
terrifying. We were
It's
sweaty
horrible.
before.
Yeah.
You see us 15
I'm
minutes
sweating
late.
now just talking about it more.
So sweaty, we should be like lubricated to be faster, and it's not even true. It's just like the worst. It's not a real thing.
Pre-show ritual, I don't know. I mean, I like to get there early and have a little tequila.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
tequila
Yeah.
instead of yoga and coffee.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It burns
Yeah, yeah,
calories.
I haven't quite gotten over the tequila yet, you know. It's
Right.
winning.
Endorsed by all housewives, yoga, coffee,
Here's
tequila.
but here's the other thing that's maybe this is why I don't do the coffee. So I'm really sensitive to caffeine, which I wish wasn't the case because I do love some delicious iced coffee, and Austin has so much delicious iced coffee.
That's true.
They
But
do.
if I drink iced coffee, say like anytime after noon, which I mean I wake up at 11 because I play till 2 a.m. all the time anyway.
Right.
So if I have coffee at like noon or 1, I'm guaranteed we are partying till 3 a.m. It's
Wow.
like you took a
That's-
bump of drugs and just like you're just up all night.
Where
and
are
I'm,
you
and I'm
getting
wasted.
this coffee?
Yeah.
Because
Where's this coffee
I'm
at?
interested.
The coffee market in Austin just shot straight up.
Right.
Everybody's
Someone's
like,
like, we
"Where's
will
this guy getting
find
his
this
coffee?"
Yeah.
majestic elixir coffee.
Yeah.
And sell
100%
it to the world.
Colombian pure coffee.
Yeah. It's actually just
I was
crack.
looking for coffee around here before we did this. And I just failed.
Well,
I failed.
mean, if you can't find coffee in Austin, like, you should
We're on
get
the
your
east side
eyes
too.
checked.
You think you would be like there should just be like somebody just walks
Yeah.
up, oh, coffee.
Someone
Yeah.
should be outside, like,
Yeah.
hey, do you want, like, to come over to my house? Also, would you like to buy this piece of No,
Yeah.
I can't. If you, I saw your, like, posts about Veracruz the other day. I used to live, like, across the street from that.
Oh, we're on Caesar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to frequent that place so often.
It's
It was
so good.
my, God, it's
Yeah.
the best. Do you have a favorite, come on, Bug.
Yeah,
Do you have a
the-
favorite taco in town?
Yes. And I love answering this question. I hope these people make millions and billions of dollars
Get that
selling
sponsorship.
tortillas. Taqueria San Luis sits on the corner of Pleasant Valley and Cesar Chavez.
Okay.
There we go.
And it's a little red truck.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of hidden, but you can
Yeah.
only see it when you're stuck at that godforsaken light for
Totally.
forever.
Yeah. But they make the handmade tortillas too.
And while you're there, you can look at the graffiti on the what is that? Is it a phone play or I can't remember. I don't know what the hell they sell, but there's a
Oh, the orange building across the street?
yeah, and it's got that lady who's like
Right.
doing this, and every other week someone draws different facial hair on her.
I haven't noticed that.
I just don't know why they don't take her down. Like they
Yeah.
could just. I mean, there's some poor schmuck out there like every week with a
Yeah.
toothbrush, but they could just not have a woman out there. Like I'm victim blaming this graffiti right now. Is what I realize. She's just standing there asking for a mustache. Rude. Speaking, we're getting political. Your most recent post on Instagram is about voting.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I hope
come
everyone
on.
registered to vote today.
It's true.
It's
and
time.
if it's not, they're open till midnight,
yeah,
right?
you can go after this.
You can go after this.
I'd
Facebook.
say I'd go with you, but I already went. I'm not going again.
Yeah. You have
Yeah,
time
no.
to get tacos and then go
Yeah.
register
Yeah.
to vote.
You can get one of those delicious iced coffees. You can get a taco, and you can go register and vote.
Bam.
And be up with me at 4 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah, party. Oh, that'll be fun. No, how important is it to you, I guess, to talk, like, I guess, because that's your, like, band's platform, to use it for a political thing. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
and
pretty
I don't
badass.
like to do that. I honestly, like, I like to, I mean, music is not meant for the liberals and music's not meant for the conservatives. It's a universal language. So I personally do like to keep that a little separate. But sometimes you really have to speak up when it's an important time like right now. And I definitely feel like regardless of whatever side you believe in, one side is lopsiding the other one so heavily that it's important to bring that balance back into the country. And so I'm going to use my platform to recognize that and make people aware of that and stuff. I got to, at the very beginning of the year, which I think was before the national spotlight landed on Beto O'Rourke, there's a venue in Houston that I perform at regularly, and they invited me to perform for him. So there was only like 400 or 500 people there versus the 55,000.
I really thought you were, there's only like 14, 15 people. 400 or 500, no big deal.
But, compared to what he's getting these
Right.
days, and so, like, I've been following him all year and have known about him for a while, and it's really awesome that so many people in Texas are behind him, and so many people nationally are behind him, because, like I said, that's just about bringing this balance back, where right now we're pretty lopsided, on around views, whether your views are conservative or not, or liberal.
My mom is like a Beto, those like the Barack Obama girls that would like. That's my mom, but for Beto, she's obsessed, like actually obsessed. She's a Kansas voter, and she was literally talking to me about, well, I could like come down there and live at your place for like 3 months, and then I could register. And I was like, that's voter fraud.
We'll take it.
You're talking about voter fraud.
Hold on. This sounds like
it.
the bills would get put in her name. She's got to prove she lives here.
Like she doesn't know that she's still paying my bills. I've been wiring that money secretly, Zach.
You're like, I'm not getting anything extra out of this. My mom's just gonna be around all the time.
Right? No, actually, she called me to make sure I was registered, and I was like, I was on the phone with you when you made me do this a month and a half ago. Thank you, you crazy. No, she's obsessed. I got her a Beto Maniac T-shirt the other day, and she cried via text message, sent me the crying emojis. That's the most emotion I got from my mother.
Yeah, he's cool.
He is cool, man. He's cool.
I saw him speak at Spider House here in Austin, and I was in the alley when he pulled up, and I was like assuming he would just be in the back of a car.
Yeah.
But my man is driving his own truck.
There we go.
Arm out the window, hanging out.
Arm out the window.
Yeah, he's been driving himself everywhere. Yeah. He's like him and an assistant or whoever's handling social media.
Yep.
Ted Kennedy's, I don't know. You got to watch the video of Ted Kennedy talking about Beto being the next president. It's the cutest little like love letter. It's so sweet. I don't know. To move on, off to politics. Maybe nobody wants to care. But what's your opinion on those goddamn scooters?
Oh, man. All right, let's do it.
I need to know. I really would like to know. You're down for the scooters?
No, I'm not down for the scooters,
I'm with
man.
you.
I'm so anti-scooter.
Burn all scooters.
Yo, those things are horrible. I live downtown, basically. I live right off of South Congress. So I live around those things all the time. They're littered all over the sidewalks.
They
don't follow any road rules. They're completely inconsiderate to pedestrians, drivers, to everyone. They're unsafe. They don't wear helmets. It's like, get the hell out of here with that crap.
No. I, for the first time, saw somebody today fall, and I thought it was going to be a lot more satisfying. I've been waiting, like salivating, like just waiting at my 6th Street window.
To see somebody fall on one.
And it was some dude, and he was like trying to stop, and it was one of those like boop, and it was so lame. And I was like, he paid $5 for me. I should have seen some blood.
I remember someone told me. So they were riding down South Congress, whatever. It was late at night, and it looked like it was a bachelorette party or a bridal party or something.
On scooters?
And the bride ate it.
Yeah.
On the scooter.
And she like scraped her face.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
no,
she
she
just kind of like did one of those like, babies have a moment of pause when something happens to them. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And she did that, and then she just started laughing. But she had to go to her wedding the next day with a giant road rash.
And that's what you get for riding a bird scooter.
Who let the drunk bride get on the scooter?
Yeah.
Where's the maid of honor is
You
getting
deserve
fired?
that. I'm sorry.
Rude.
No, it is strange for a company to be like, here's our product, we're gonna make money on it, and they're like, oh, where are you gonna keep it? Just all over the public.
In your
place.
bedroom.
Yeah, in your front
Everywhere.
yard or wherever somebody wants to put one.
I saw one of the dudes who worked for them writing 2 of them at the same time, and I was like, come on, motherfucker. You are
that
not only
could be
working for the
impressive.
enemy, but you're writing 2 of the enemies.
There was a great article. I think it was the LA Weekly, and it was like people are destroying them around Los Angeles.
Bird Graveyard on Instagram.
Burning
it's great.
them. I was walking across the Congress Bridge one time, and there was one right there. I wanted to throw it over the bridge so bad, but I didn't want to litter the river.
I have, yes. And people are torn on them. Like, I have a buddy who wants to throw them into the river, and then I also have a buddy who's like, oh, dude, I learned how to take the governor off of one of them so he can go faster than it's supposed to.
Oh, Jesus.
There's like a little
He cracked
plastic.
it.
There's a plastic piece you just take off. I don't know. It's on like a certain type of the bird scooter.
I didn't know you could jailbreak a bird scooter.
Yeah.
I don't know. He loves it. He's zipping around
He's
town.
figuring out how to like get people's credit card
Yeah.
numbers off of it. That's genius.
Personally, I think we all throw them in the river.
Well,
that might not be good for the river.
We can ride them into the river.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk, and it was late. It was like 1 a.m. I was walking back home.
could've
I
totally
just
gotten away
wanted
with
to be
it.
like,
Yeah.
Doot, doot. No one said anything.
No.
All right, do you want to do a couple more songs for us?
Sure.
All right, Austin Eastsiders, give it up for Buenos Diaz one more time.
Here's your alligator cowboy rock and roller. Put a drum in your face, a tuba in your head, with a trombone in your mouth, head towards the south. Boxing gloves never made love, like a fiddle playing, saddle blazing dove. Push the buttons over your ears, leaving room for nothing but rubber bands in your hands. Break the window, or in a concrete hell. Tambourine pillows, they plug up the holes in the wall, and it's better than the putty they sell at the mall. I still go to the mall, wrap a coat around your neck. Starfish trouble is doubled when xylophone sticks fly through the air. Your pipe head, break the window, or in a concrete hell. You could call this gone nose prose. Throw peaches in the air, watch lightning strike my mad scientist head. Improvising's nirvana, you dapper alligator cowboy rock and roller. You rock and roller, you rock and roller. Jump out the window, live in a concrete hill. Break the window, live in a concrete hill. We're not going to do that. I have a new single coming out next month. I'm going to play that instead. Who am I to you, a broken cloud flying through the sun, drowning in a sea of grass, a half-empty glass. Who am I to you? A crown of thorns blowing through the wind. A burning heart, a dying spark, a broken heart. Let's swim to the horizon, hand in hand. Climb out to the lookout, jump from where you stand. Who am I to you? An empty lot waiting on the cars to park. An empty harbor, empty in the dark. Who am I to you? A flag without a pole, a rooster with no home. Let's swim to the horizon, hand in hand. Climb out to the lookout, jump from where you stand. But give me one chance, give me one chance, give me one chance. Well, give me one chance, give me one chance, give me one chance. Who am I to you? A love addict desperate for his daily fix. A flower thirsty for a drink of water. Who am I to you? An open parachute after a suicide trip. An aeroplane that can't find its landing strip. Let's swim to the horizon, hand in hand. Climb out to the lookout, jump from where you stand. Oh, give me one chance, give me one chance, give me one chance. And give me one chance, give me one chance, give me one chance. Give me one chance, give me one chance, give me one chance, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Well, thank you guys.
All right.
Buenos Diaz, everybody. Give it up.
Austin Eastsiders, thanks for being here. Okay, so we didn't have, it wasn't a fan question, but this is from Chris, our producer. You know Ray Prim, right? No?
I
Yes?
know of him. I don't know him personally.
See, yeah, I was wondering. But last week on the show, you can check it out. And a couple weeks before that, we had two pranksters from our show prank each other. Something about London breakfast tacos. You can watch the episode. It was weird. And also sad
Is it
and
weird
delightful.
Like this hat weird?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
just
Sad
like
and
that,
delightful.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
exact. Oh.
Sad and delightful.
Oh.
That's a great way to describe it.
Yep.
It's kind of like floopy, but
Yeah, it's not
colors like your grandma's bath soap.
that you don't like.
that's shaped like a seashell.
Right.
Why?
I know.
Who knows?
Just a hat that's clearly been sat on.
It's a
This hat
sat-on
has been
hat.
sat on one too, and it's been sat on one
Not
too
just by
many times.
butts, but
No.
by life.
By life.
It's been sat on the face of life. But do you like? Are you a prankster? Do you prank people in your band? Like
I
Tom
have
and
pranked
Ray
before,
did?
but it's not like my forte. I don't do it that often.
Did you say not like you're 14?
Forte.
Oh, I thought you said it's not like I'm 14. I'm like, okay, well,
I might be
fine.
14. I don't know.
Who
I haven't
knows?
figured that out yet.
What did you do? How did you prank someone?
Well, this is a really good one, and it was just classic. And maybe we just did it because you had to. But one time, when I was living in New York, I had the opportunity to play with this girl who had a lot of stuff going on nationally, and I was just her lead guitar player. So we had a bus and stuff, and we had a sound guy, and the sound guy, you know, we all worked together to load gear and everything in. But he was pretty particular. Well, he was a little anal.
there we go.
Let's just get right to it. And so we taped all of his stuff to the top of his bunk, including his mattress.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
no.
Yeah,
Oh.
just
I
kind of
like
had to.
that.
I don't know if I'm gonna get on a bus again. I had to do it once.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's good.
The best part was when he came in and we were all like in our bunks, like cozy in, and he was like, "Oh man!" And we just
Look at all that wasted
yeah.
tape. That's all I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I would think as a roadie. I'd be like, you fuckers owe me $13.75.
Yeah.
And okay, no, that's
It's
expensive
real.
ass tape. If you weren't making music, what would you be doing? Don't say hosting this show. You cannot have my job.
Damn it! I was gonna say that.
Son of a.
I don't know what I'd be doing.
I asked Ben Balmer that, and he just said polar bear. That's all he said.
I think I'd be a cook, honestly. An
That's
honest
good.
answer. I think I'd be a cook. I love cooking, and
Okay.
obviously I've worked in service industry as any other creative
Look at
soul.
the hat.
Look at the hat.
No. Look at that. What do you
This
like
is
to
what
cook?
you feel like when you work in the service industry.
Yep.
You feel like
Sat
a
on
sat-on hat.
by life.
Yep.
Sat on grandma soap hat.
But I loved being in the kitchen, and I loved even just like the camaraderie in the kitchen, and like I mean it's hard work, no doubt, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, and it'd be fun to.
If you had like a signature dish, what would that
Yeah.
be? What's the thing you make the best?
I've been told I make some of the best rice and beans anyone has ever had in their life.
That is not to be overlooked. That is hard shit.
Yeah.
No.
Then
That's
we're not
some
talking
easily
like
underseasoned
cracking open a
stuff.
can of beans, microwave
Yeah,
some
it's
rice.
not- yeah,
We're talking
Uncle
like
Ben's,
8
yeah.
hour, like soak the beans
Yeah.
overnight beans and
Gotta
such.
love on them a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Whisper some
I
secrets.
make some pretty good sandwiches too. My sando
Also
game's
a good
strong.
one.
Okay.
Sandwich game strong. Yeah, what kind of restaurant would you work in?
Probably some kind of Tex-Mex sando combo.
Tex-Mex sandwich artist fusion restaurant.
Combo number 1, please. A quesadilla and a sandwich.
Yes. Is
So
do we have to argue about whether quesadillas are sandwiches or not?
I don't want to get into it right now.
Okay.
Because they're not.
Because
I
if
wouldn't
it's a
say they
flour
are.
tortilla, okay, never mind. We're not doing this today. Do you have a least favorite? I guess like hip fashion trend, hip
Kid fashion trend?
No, like hip fashion
hip.
trend.
Well, I guess that would be a
Kid fashion
kid.
is so specific. God, I hate pigtails. So dumb.
Yeah. What do you think about the Gap Kids summer
I don't wanna
catalog?
say it-
Trash.
I don't want to say, and hey, where would you want to wear? I mean, like, I've worn some weird things in my life for sure, too, so do your thing. But, like, I didn't quite understand, like, and they're still around, but, you know, the shorts where butt cheeks hang out?
Oh yeah, I love
yeah.
those.
I mean, I like looking at them, but
All the better
they
to
don't
get
look
stuck to a
comfortable, though.
seat.
They don't.
No, they're not.
They don't look comfortable, and I don't know.
Speak for yourself. I have a couple pairs.
Right.
They're
Real
very
breezy.
comfy, yes.
But that's where the sweaty shit comes in again. Because I'll go to like music festivals and see girls with their butt cheeks hanging out, and
Yeah.
they're not sweating at all.
Right.
Right.
And like their hair is still perfectly curled. And I like spent 6 hours, at least 20 minutes putting my face on today, and I'm just sweated all into my mustache and my no, you can't like hold your butt cheeks up in
Right.
there at that point. You're just like slipping and sliding all over the place.
But it's kind of funny because girls constantly walk around and they're pulling them down, but
Right.
they don't go any further, darling.
no,
Right.
That's what
They
you put
don't.
on.
that's not a blend. That is
Yeah.
straight up denim.
Yeah.
Ah, I mean, more power
Anyways,
to you.
do your thing. I just don't get it. That's all.
Have you seen glitter butts though? That's a thing.
Glitter
What is
butts.
that?
Glitter butts.
What is
Anybody
glitter-
know what a glitter? Does anyone venture down that? Brenda's like, I know. She goes to festivals. She knows. It's a thing where you wear the cheeky ones and then you cover your exposed buttocks in glitter.
So like the underbutt part right here.
So as if the situation weren't sticky and or itchy enough as is, we are adding glue and glitter.
You know you're never going to get all that glitter off either.
No.
Ever.
So
No.
close to dangerous crevices that should not have
I
glitter
would
in
just,
them.
I'm just thinking about all of the possible chairs that are forever
ruined.
glittered.
Yeah, it's not like, I mean, at least, no, I'm not, no, it's not a safe situation in which you can safely run around with your ass covered in glitter.
Yeah. You're like throwing away a couch, and they're like, "Oh, you have bed bugs?" No, somebody would.
Six years
some
ago.
glitter,
6
glitter
years of
butt
butt
sat
glitter
down in the
right
living
there,
room, and
looking
this
at
couch is over
Yeah.
with. We can't. use
Some
it
drunk
anymore.
girl named Ted was going, woo, with half out his shorts hanging out.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Ted. I just keep making fun of you because you're perfect. Love you.
Hey, there's a good crowd out there. Hey, guys. Thanks for
Hi.
watching.
Yeah, thanks for coming. You
Yeah.
guys are the best. Your birthday is coming up. Two days on Thursday.
Yeah, on
right?
Thursday.
It's on
Happy
Thursday.
birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
early birthday.
Will you sing happy birthday to me?
Yes. Not on camera, though, because
Oh.
we will get... Dang it, I was going to try and get out of it. We'll do it... Rights? Because YouTube have, like, rights on happy birthday. Is that, like, a public...
Yeah, that's owned by
It's
somebody.
public domain, I think. Right?
Is it?
No, I think it's owned by somebody.
Is it?
That's why
Disney owns it. I'm just going
that's-
to go with that.
That's why Chili's can't use it.
That's
They
why
have their-
Chili's can't use it?
Yeah, they have their own birthday. That's why every restaurant has their own birthday song.
Oh.
I thought it was just because they were trying to be, like, the worst birthday song out of
No.
all of the shitty restaurants.
Some rich family owns the happy birthday song.
I bet they do.
Assholes. Can you
Those
imagine, like,
bastards.
what'd you get your money? Oh, my dad owns happy birthday. Bitch.
We are not friends.
So much cash forever.
So much. That's like, screw your Hilton money. I got happy birthday
Yeah.
money.
Right.
Every card, no. But your birthday is coming up and you're going to play a show. But do you like normally play shows on your birthday? Is that something you like to do?
I do like to do it, and I also enjoy having a night off and not doing it.
Fair.
Right.
This is supposed to be fun. We're playing at Stay Gold.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, it's a great bar, great
I love that
music venue,
stage.
and yeah, it's always a good time there. It's just a party there, so it's gonna be fun.
Yep.
The last birthday I had, it's not actually because they're just our sponsors. I did actually get really drunk on 9 Band of Whiskey this year on my birthday, and it was not okay. I passed out I came home from a drag show, so I had glitter all over my face, and I have never gotten the sequins out of my sheets.
But
That's
not on
a true
your
thing.
not on your butt though.
Not on my butt. I mean, I'm sure they traveled. It
Yeah.
was a weird day. But no. Do you have any birthday traditions other than maybe hopefully playing a show? Do you treat yourself to anything?
No, not necessarily. We just always have a really good time.
There we go. That's
one
the
of
only
one
rule.
of my 30th birthday, I was in New York City, and so it was. It is literally one of the most epic monumental parties that everyone still talks about when I go back to town. And the photos were priceless. It was like a 70s theme party.
What?
Yes.
And literally someone came as Roller Girl. It was pretty incredible.
Genius.
I
There it
mean,
is.
yeah, it was off.
You can commit to that shit all night?
And I was
Yep.
out of commission by midnight.
Yep. That's what I've learned on my
Because apparently I thought it was
birthdays.
a good idea to take a shot of whiskey with everyone that walked in the door.
Yep. Every person that comes in.
These
Everyone
guys should have been
gets-
sponsoring the party.
Right. Actually, have 9 Banded sponsor your next birthday party.
Yep.
It'll be
Yeah.
a shit show. Everyone will clock
be
out at
talked ab-
midnight, and Roller Girl will show up.
Roller
It'll be
Girl
great.
Show. It'll be talked about for decades.
I mean, for real, I could write an album. Okay. Before we leave, I would like to have a round of applause for Nick Diaz, Buenos Diaz here tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Where can we see you? Where can we see you next? Where can we click, subscribe, whatnot?
The clicking and the subscribing.
Where can we
All
see
the
it?
handles are Buenos Diaz Music, and it's Diaz on Instagrams, on the Facebooks, on the YouTubes. The website is Buenos Diaz Music, so you can just find everything in if you type that in. And there's all kinds of videos, and the music's on Spotify, and all the good stuff, and all the dates where we play live are up there as well all the time too. So,
Cool. And we can see you at Stay Gold on Thursday.
and I'll be at Stay Gold on Thursday if you want to come see me.
Birthday
It'd be
lovin's. So
fun.
bring cupcakes. And
Cupcakes.
Roller Girl.
And Roller Girl.
Zach, where will you be next week?
Next week I'm doing Peep Show on Wednesday.
Go
which
see
is
that, y'all.
tomorrow.
It's fun stuffs.
Yeah.
Boobs and jokes.
Yep, we're gonna watch
Boobs and jokes.
vintage porn and make fun of it. It's always a good time.
Just another Wednesday.
And then on Thursday, I will also be getting drunk. So
There
I'll
we
be
go.
doing that. Yeah.
Birthday girl wasted. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly like that. Next week I'm just doing Esther shows, but I do have this fun. It's actually a Beto music video coming
cool.
out in the next couple of. Should be next week. So stay tuned for my website. You'll see that it'll be real weird and super cute. Next week we have a show at Hops and Grain, which is one of our beautiful sponsors. Super excited for that. So come out and hang out. Hello. And before we leave, I'd like to give you guys a Facebook reminder and people in the house. We do have a Patreon here. Patreon is cool. It's kind of like GoFundMe, but for people who didn't accidentally burn their cat's house down or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
We
Less
do really fun
cancer
things.
on
Yeah,
Patreon.
less cancer, less dying pets, but more funny stuff. And we have all these tiers and rewards we can get you if you sign up, starting at $1. We have a whole mess of shit we can send you. We have all these crazy, awesome behind-the-scenes stuff that we'd like to film and give you private access to. So just for as little as $1, that's the teaser, and then you can get on there and see all the random shit and click away. That's all I want
We'll
for you.
We'll send you tacos and whiskey every month.
And don't forget 99-cent tacos.
Yeah, 99-cent tacos and nudes if you're if you're nasty. Also, that's a higher tier. It's not on there
It's
yet.
the highest tier. Yeah.
We're working on it. Yeah, the highest
We're
tier.
gonna need to get those from you later, Nick. by the
It's
way.
true.
Yeah. We took
That's
those
the all
before the show.
access.
Yeah.
One nude per month. No.
They all thought we were outside like smoking cigarettes. We were taking
No.
nudes.
Nah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
The
yeah.
lighting's better in the alley.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate you. Thanks so much to their beautiful production team, Music Firsthand, to Austin Eastsiders for having us. Thank you. We are comedians interviewing musicians. This is Zach Brooks. I'm Becky Joniel. This is Buenos Diaz. Good night.
Thanks so much.
And we're going to cut that feed. Do you wanna? Is it cut? I don't know anymore. It goes now.